Wait a second. I love playing games, but what if I try to make one myself? Well, because I'm apparently too dumb to learn C++ myself, I decided to get this course to help me learn. And here's how that experience went. Hello, I will be your instructor for this course. We're going to start off with the basics, so open up a new project and type in std:// out. Then in quotes, you want to put hello world. You want to end the quotes and end with the semicolon. You're going to end sentences like this a lot, and this is the very basics of C++.
12 seconds later.
Now that we've gone over the basics, you should be able to create this piece of code. It is a very simple piece of code with only 100 lines. It should be done in approximately 10 minutes. I'm obviously exaggerating, but it was still hard. So after crying in the shower for 300 hours, I finally got over it and found a new game engine. One that's really famous and you've probably heard of, the Unity game engine. Many games were made from the Unity game engine, such as Hollow Knight and Escape from Tarkov. But the thing is, I love FPS games and I decided I was gonna make one. I quickly found a Brachy's beginner tutorial that would help me in the basics of Unity, and I totally didn't get distracted. So this is the finished game. You could dodge the blocks and stuff, but that would take too long, so I'm just gonna dive right ahead. So now that I finished the beginner's tutorial, it's time to work on my FPS that I know I want to complete. I should start off with the player movement, then hey, top-down games look kind of fun. So after going down that rabbit hole, this is the game that I came up with. It's very simple and the animations are interesting. He also apparently attacks every time he moves. And yeah, the game just freezes all of a sudden for some reason. There's so many bugs with this and I don't even know what I did. The camera also clips through walls, which is interesting. Oh yeah, and he can also moonwalk, so that's kind of cool. Okay, now that I have the basic movement, I can fix up the bugs for this game and make it into an actual game. Oh, come on, we can't change our mind again? Are you kidding? Well, now I guess I have to make a FPS game again. Yeah, so I changed my mind again for some reason, and now I want to make an FPS game. Well, here we go again. So after searching around a bit on how to make an FPS game, I came to a realization that swords are kind of cool. So then I just had to make a sword fighting game in FPS. So here's the model that I made for the hands, and you can see in material mode, the materials that I made for the hands. And yeah, here's it in full perspective. I also made a few animations, and you can see the rig over there. I have a basic attack animation like this. It looks kind of weird, but it's decent. And I have an idle animation too. Okay, now that I have a basic sword mechanic... Oh no, we can't change our mind again. Please don't go back to an FPS with... Oh, okay. I guess we're making an FPS with guns again. So yeah, I changed my mind for like the 100th time, but this one time, it was justified. So you can see the hand models over here with the materials on them. And it looks decent from this angle. And from up it looks fine too, except the cloth. However, if we just pan over to the right just a little bit, we can see this monstrosity. So after a while of thinking, I finalized that I wanted to make an FPS game in Unity. So after searching online for a bit, I realized I didn't want to make any ordinary FPS game. I wanted it to make a multiplayer FPS game in Unity. This was going to be really hard, but it would be fun at least. So after a while I decided that Photon would be the best way to network the game. I could either use Steam, my own network, or Photon, and I decided the Photon would be the easiest. So after a while I got a basic demo of the player controller down, so I can look around with the mouse and WSD moves the player. I also have a shift to sprint. And you can see these enemies are following me. So if I hold down the mouse button, I can kill them. And you can see bottom right, the ammo. So if I run out of ammo really quick, I can't damage the enemy anymore. So I still have to add a reload system and, well, actually add the multiplayer, but that's for a later time. I'm also adding the multiplayer game menu system, but more of that in a later video. So I'm gonna put the code in the background while I just talk about the game. So in the game, I want to get multiplayer done, and I have a whole list of stuff that I want to do, but more of that in a later devlog. I want to do devlogs, which is a thing where I'll upload every month or so. I can't really say right now, but every month or so I'll upload a video on how far I got in the game and what I did. But anyways, with this game, there is one main thing I want to do with it, and that's finish it no matter what. Even if I hate it or I really don't want to work on it, I still really want to finish this game just to see how GameDev feels. So yeah, thanks for watching. There's also a GMTK game jam that's coming up, and hopefully I can compete in that and make a video out of it. Oh yeah, and join my Discord server, the link will be in the description. See you.